Boogeyman, Title Boxing Club, Pittsburgh, with your focus point of the week. And this week, we're going to focus on something a little more nuanced. Yes, maybe a little more advanced, but it is something everybody can do. You can put in the back of your mind, and it will definitely make your punches a little bit more powerful. It is what I call the rubber band effect. So to explain, I'm going to use an example. I'm going to use my lead hook, my left hook. Now, no matter what punch I throw, we always want to rotate, just about, right? Doesn't matter what the punch is, we are always shifting our weight from one foot to the other. No matter what, that's important. But it doesn't necessarily mean that your arm and hand has to be in lockstep with that rotation. So going back to the lead hook as example, right? I want to twist, I want to turn, and this is fine for a hook, especially if I go fast and I really shift my weight into it, but I can make it a little bit harder if I add the rubber band effect. So what that is I'm gonna get my hips and my trunk just a little bit ahead of my shoulder and my hand. So I'm gonna twist and it's gonna stretch. That's the rubber effect. It's gonna, and at the last second, I'm gonna catch up with my arm. So I'm pulling on it and then snapping at the end. So just, it's slight, it's subtle. As I said, it's nuanced. You don't want to pull all the way and then kind of do that at the end. That's not going to be good. And you definitely don't want to overswing when you do it like Ryan Garcia. So you want to have that snap, but you've got to make sure you stop it and get it back to your face. Of course, this works with other punches as well, like uppercuts, right? If I dip down and I lift up, I'm going to get good power driving through, but it doesn't have to all be at that same exact speed. I can start to turn, I can start to lift, and then boing, there's the rubber snapping. I'm stretching and letting it go. So we're going to practice that, but we want to be careful because we don't want to mess with our form. We don't want to start swinging our arms too wildly. Most of the power is always going to come from the legs, the hips, 80%, let's say. But it's that little bit of extra arm swing at the end where we can get some extra snaps, some extra power on that, just like a rubber band. You can shoot something with a rubber band. It'll go really far. You snap it, it will hurt. Same thing with those punches, but even more so. So we're going to practice it. We're going to make sure we're getting the good mechanics first. And we're not also, it can't be a long delay. Like you can't go and then do it. No, you're going to get hit. You'll never get that punch. It's got to be fast. It's got to be subtle. We're talking about microseconds, but microseconds matter. So this week, I want you to prepare yourself for the rubber band. Man, you're going to lose control when the rubber band starts to jam.